Today we're going to be talking about a country that is looking at adding a tax for cruise passengers. We'll also be talking about move-over offers. I love the way that Royal Caribbean is managing things right now when they have oversold a ship. So we'll be talking about that and what it means to us. And finally, I've got an update for you on beverages on Princess Cruises, and it's not what you think. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Wednesday. It is May 28th of 2025. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, will you please click on that subscribe button? And if you appreciate my updates, please give this video a thumbs up. You don't want to miss out on anything, and I think you have a lot to add to the conversation as well. So let's start at the very top. We've been talking about different countries, different places, adding taxes on cruise passengers. The most recent one we saw was in Hawaii. They've got a cruise passenger tax that's going to go into effect on January 1st of 2026. So as that gets rolled out and they implement it, I'll let you know what that looks like. But in the meantime, Norway is considering adding a tax for cruise passengers. In everything that I have read about it, they talk about how Norway is experiencing so much tourism, not just cruise passengers, but lots of people traveling to Norway. They say a lot of cars, a lot of RVs are coming, and they love to go even further north. That seems like it's the most popular and the most overrun area with tourism. And so a lot of cars, like I said, and RVs will come and overwhelm some of the facilities of these smaller villages and towns. And so Norway is wondering what to do about it. Well, they had first discussed having an overall tax on everyone coming as a tourist. They seem to have set that aside for now, and they this next week will be voting on whether or not they're going to add a tax on cruise passengers. The other thing that they are looking at doing in association with that is adding a tax for tourists who come to Svalbard. Svalbard is further north, and it is a region that has a lot of tourism. So I'll keep you up to date on that and let you know what it looks like. When they add these taxes, historically, we have seen the cruise lines collect those taxes on the passengers' behalf, of course, and then submit them to the appropriate authorities in the location that is implementing the tax. So like I said, I'll keep you up to date about that, but I just wanted to let you know what's going on. Next up, it is really important to talk about move-over offers because I feel like more and more cruise lines are overselling ships. And the reason is they have, their data showing how many people book, how many people cancel, and they really try to master that dance of sailing with their ship full, but not having to turn people away. But sometimes they really have too many guests on board a sailing. And so for Royal Caribbean, on their Quantum of the Seas sailing on June 2nd of 2025, it is out of Seattle, it's to Alaska. They've oversold the ship. So instead of and here we are, just about a week away, instead of just sending out move-over offers to some people and waiting to see who accepts them, they are sending out an offer to everyone. And they just say, if you happen to have flexible travel plans, you can move to another sailing on Quantum of the Seas. They've got a list of sailings that they can move you to. And in return for doing that, they're going to give your cruise fare back, and they are going to give you that cruise for free. If you happen to be really flexible and you don't mind going on a whole different Quantum of the Seas sailing, not to Alaska, or you just are willing to let your cruise be canceled, they will refund your money, plus give you 100% future cruise credit for another sailing on Royal Caribbean. And in addition to that, they will pay if you have any like non-cancelable fees, like hotels that you book that are non-refundable, airplane tickets, cancellation fees, things like that. And so I want to hear from any of you who happen to be sailing, if anyone's watching, on that Quantum of the Seas sailing on June 2nd. Let us know what you decide that you're going to do. And I think the reason that this really stands out to me a lot is we just went on that sailing on the Sapphire Princess on May 17th, and you know what? We got move-over offers. And a couple of people that our friends that came along with us, they got move-over offers as well. And we were going to go, so we just went. But I am sure that along the way there were people that were happy to take the perks of taking that move over offer, and they'll just go on a sailing another time. And so if you've ever accepted a move over offer, let me know. I think that would be great to know. If you're thinking about it on a cruise, let us know. And would you accept a move over offer? I know in 2019, Gordon and I got a move over offer for our Mediterranean cruise. And it started off with an email and we declined. And then they called us and we just said, no, thank you, we want to go. And then they called us again when we were at the airport waiting. We'd already been through security waiting to check in, to get on the flight. And we talked it over at that point because it was a really good deal they gave us. They just keep sweetening it until they get enough people to accept their offers. And we still decided not to take the offer. We went on the cruise, and I am really glad that we did because it was 2019. If we thought we were going to take that same cruise in 2020, we wouldn't have been able to because of COVID. And that doesn't mean that I think you should never take a move over offer. I think you should just weigh everything and make your best choice. But let me know what you think about that. And like I said, I just love that Royal Caribbean is doing it that way. Okay, so what's going on with Princess and Beverage packages? You thought I was going to talk about Sodagate. I'm not today. But Princess, you might remember that they introduced those non-alcoholic wines and cocktails, and they have added to that. It's really a special edition, they say. So Princess Cruises is adding the Henson's Moscato by Seven Daughters to its Love Lines Premium Liqueur Collection. So you might remember that we've talked a lot about Princess doing the non-alcoholic wines and beverages, and then they have really special also alcoholic beverages, and so they have upped their game here. The gentleman, Sammy Cohen, who is the Vice President of Food and Beverages at Princess Cruises, says, quote, Princess Cruises is committed to curating distinctive, high-quality experiences for our guests, and Seven Daughters aligns seamlessly with that vision. So if you are already familiar with that beverage, let us know in the comments. Let us know what else you think about the beverages that Princess offers. And I don't drink alcohol, so I don't have a lot to say about that. But when we go on a cruise, I like Diet Coke. I like Virgin strawberry daiquiris. I really enjoyed sunshine daiquiris. So let me know in the comments if you are familiar with that beverage already, if you're looking forward to trying it on Princess, and tell me what your favorite drink is when you're on a cruise. Doesn't matter if it's on Princess or any cruise. Let us know what you look forward to, and it's just fun to talk about. So I look forward to talking to you all again really soon. I am so excited. Watch this space for Europe 2027. It's just around the corner, like really just around the corner. We've got grand plans, and so keep an eye here and stick with us, and I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.